Yo yo yo, welcome back to another video. Another big video. It's your boy Corey the Man back in it. Want to make sure we keep it at it, bro. We got this Miles Morales recap. So let's get right into it. I don't even know how long this is gonna be. Let's see. It pass through Windows ads. I want to state on the main screen so we get the what do you call it? Oh yeah, I should probably reload this.
Gucci guilty. Alexia de Parfum.
Guilty.
Hello there, welcome back. Today we are covering the events of
Okay,
Marvel's
it's
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
only
We
16
covered
minutes.
Peter's
That's
journey in the
not
last
bad.
video. Be sure to watch that one before this one too. Anyway, there's a lot to get through, so let's do this. There is a second Spider-Man in New York City. During the Devil's Breath crisis, Miles Morales went through many life-changing events. His father, Jeff, was lost during a criminal attack led by Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative. And something monumental
Mr. Negative,
too. Thanks to a
baby.
mysterious spider bite fresh out of an Oscorp lab, Miles Morales developed Spider-Man-like powers, and after revealing them to Peter Parker, he agreed to train him to be the next Spider-Man. We pick up the story 10 months later. It's Christmas time in New York, and Miles returns home as the snow begins to settle on the ground. MM is a typical teen, trying to fit in where he can, and being awkward around the girl he has
Oh,
a crush
Amen,
on.
Miles
So,
Morales. I get that.
Miles and his mother Rio have moved from Brooklyn to Harlem to make a new start. But all this scene setting is interrupted by a text from the OG Spider-Man. A police convoy needs protecting, and Miles is already on his way. Though his swinging is a little suspect, this Spider-Man is still very green, with much to learn. The cable supporting the raft prisoner snaps, and Miles attempts to fix the issue and accidentally frees a supervillain. Rhino is loose, and the big man takes the Spider-Men on a journey they'll never forget.
And it got
And
out.
J. Jonah Jameson too.
You menace.
Very festive. Menace! A feckless, treacherous, unhinged menace!
This version of Rhino somehow has the edge over Spider-Man. Peter needs Miles to step up, and oh my word, he does that, and something unexpected happens.
Superman punch.
Miles unleashes his new power.
See, somebody been watching
bioelectricity.
Roman Reigns.
Rhino doesn't stand a chance and is defeated. Miles Morales has saved Peter Parker. An
Or at least
important
we thought.
character arrives to the scene with an overpowered security force. This is Simon Krieger of the Roxxon
Yeah,
Energy
he
Corporation,
screams
who has a
supervillain.
new form of clean energy, and that's the focus of this entire story. This new form of energy is cleverly named New Form. Genius PR work there. And this stuff has the potential of powering entire districts of New York. Something strange occurs
Isn't that
next.
nice?
Roxxon agree to keep Rhino subdued while the police arrive, and our Spider-Men agree to it, a decision they'll come to regret. With that
Right.
out of the way, Peter has news. He's going to Simcaria with Mary Jane to cover a story over there.
I'm not gonna be around for the next few weeks.
Somehow Spider-Man and Silver Sable became friends during the City That Never Sleeps DLC, which I'll be covering in the next video. Right now, Peter is embracing photography again. After losing his job with Dr. Octavius, he's at a crossroads in his life. While Peter is away, Miles will be the only Spider-Man in New York City. He's going
Good luck,
solo
Miles.
after 10 months of training.
You need it.
I promise to do everything in my power to protect this city.
I promise.
I promise.
Peter leaves Miles a gift, which he opens with his best friend Genki. Miles officially has his own super suit, complete with knee and elbow pads, and it looks like this Miles wears Adidas kicks. Oh, and even though Peter isn't around, he still finds a way to teach his protege using augmented reality, because
Yes, science!
Roxxon have built a new plaza,
Science.
which will also house one of their new energy reactors, fit to safely fuel the surrounding
Alright,
boroughs.
I'm back.
This is also the location we find a new group of enemies attempting to steal information about that new form reactor. Meet the Underground, a high-tech militant group with an unknown agenda. But those snazzy weapons can't compete with Miles' new powers. Roxxon Plaza is safe, and the police take over. As it's Christmas Eve, Miles rushes home to spend time with his mum, Rio, who so happens to be running for city council. Also here is Genki, a schoolmate and best friend of Miles, and another special guest arrives.
So good to see you.
Oh,
How
man.
are you? It's been like
Bro, that was my gaming
This
crush,
is
bro.
Finn Mason, Miles' other best friend from childhood. She is extremely intelligent, and we learn about her through flashbacks. Finn is freshly back in New York City, and Miles is surrounded by the people
Fresh
he
out.
loves. Yet a hole still remains.
I don't think she ever
We miss
left.
you, Jeff.
Did she? I think she was in hiding. Because the new form reactor was always in Harlem. It wasn't moved to Harlem,
Genki
was it?
already knows his friend's secret identity and builds a mobile phone app to allow the public to directly request help from Spider-Man. And his first assignment comes through from Aaron Davis.
Wait, what? That's my uncle.
Does he know you're Spider-Man?
No.
It's Miles' uncle. Miles works with Aaron to stand up against the underground to fix the train tracks. And in return for this help, Aaron gives Spider-Man a rail pass for his efforts.
How did you...
Don't worry. I won't tell your mom.
This uncle knows his nephew well, but his secret is safe. Outside of story missions, Miles spends most of his time in Harlem helping his neighbors. This story revolves around Harlem and the community there, from the local feast kitchens to store owners, and one adventure has Miles saving the city's other Spider-Man. No, not that one, this one. Spider-Man the Cat. Harlem is all kinds of weird.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man.
One thing we can guarantee in this universe, any wholesome moment like this is usually followed by something going very wrong. And this time, it's during a rally for Rio Morales and her push for City Hall. The Underground crash the party with their leader,
It's
the
like they
Tinkerer,
skipped a
and
lot,
the first of
but then
many,
came right
many
back.
battles between the Underground and Roxxon begin. Suddenly, an explosion is heard across the city. This was a diversion. The real event is on the bridge. The Underground are here for one thing: Roxxon's new form energy canisters. Quick as a flash, Miles attempts to take back the new form, but his bioelectricity mixes with the technology of the Tinkerer.
What are you doing?
The Tinkerer is Finn. She smashes Miles into the remaining new form canisters, exploding that volatile compound.
He's destabilizing it. Get down!
Which means there is only one last canister of new form which the Tinkerer steals and takes away, while Spider-Man here casually holds together a falling bridge and saves everyone in sight. Here's the confusing part: Miles is not regarded as a hero by the Roxxon soldiers. Instead, they are ordered to take him out.
They know he black.
What the hell? Where'd he go?
Miles has yet
He's a
another
criminal!
power.
Mastermind!
Invisibility. After escaping, we are left unsure who the bad guys really are here. His best
They were
friend
gonna
Finn
shoot
and
me.
the Underground, or Simon Krieger and Roxxon. Things are getting serious, so Miles and Bezzy mate Genki
Oh, they
design
saw
a new
his
high-tech
suit
suit
opened up. They
capable
saw
of
the
being a
black.
conduit for the bioelectric power
He said
source
regular
Miles has.
Spider-Man
This
ain't black.
Spider-Man has shed his skin and is becoming his own man. Miles does some super sleuthing, visiting Finn's old digs, and discovers recordings made by her and her brother Rick. It's revealed that the New Form project is not as safe as Roxxon is making out. In fact, it's causing people close to it to fall ill or worse. Rick here worked for Roxxon until he realized that his work was causing these issues and makes a vow to destroy the research.
Without me, they'll have no idea how new form works. Project will be DOA.
I'll report us. Things go wrong, video uploads straight to the Bugle.
Perfect.
Miles then casually breaks into Roxxon HQ to find more answers, yet a familiar face meets him.
What's so funny?
Damn, Miles. You're a skinny-ass kid. You hit hard.
Uncle Aaron?
Not only is Finn the Tinkerer, but Miles' own uncle is the supervillain, the Prowler. Miles refuses to leave, so Uncle Aaron begrudgingly agrees to help him. And it's worth it. The pair find the final recording of Rick and Finn.
You've seen me lately, right? Let's make the world safer.
3, 2...
Ben.
That wasn't me!
Industrial sabotage, Rick? Really?
Rick, no!
No! Ben! No, look!
Rick sacrificed himself to stop the Newform project, but it was futile. Simon Krieger was waiting ready for this. Miles now knows who the real enemy is, and uses his crazy electrical powers to absorb a reactor core.
Only you.
What are you doing?
Spider-Man can barely walk after doing this, but somehow he keeps the energy safe.
Mom, talk to me, kid. You alright?
The unlikely duo escape, and what looks like a heart-to-heart between family members is actually Aaron manipulating Miles. He just doesn't see it yet.
Tell her you want to join the underground.
You just told me don't take off the mask.
Don't tell her you're Spider-Man. Go to her as a friend.
Outside of their alter egos, Miles meets up with Finn for coffee and hints about joining the underground.
If you want my help, I'm all in.
It's as subtle as a brush, but it works. Miles has joined the team, he's part of the underground, and he's trusted so much that Finn takes him immediately to their headquarters. Result: MM then finds the underground's makeshift reactor and uncovers their plan. Finn, the Tinkerer, plans to blow up the Roxxon Plaza using its own power source. To prevent this, our Spider-Man attempts to take the final canister of Newform, but the Underground have upgraded. Their new weapons are designed to fight Miles. After an epic chase and fight scene, the Tinkerer has the upper edge.
Give me one good reason not to end you.
When you look at a star,
I mean, all these ads, man. I can't even skip none of them.
but I see the future. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
Okay, back.
My mom would be very upset.
Miles?
Finn disappears, and Miles is unable to
Shocker.
Days
course
pass,
he disappeared.
Miles returns to helping his community, like pulling this MILF out of a car boot, or
MILF.
trunk, whichever you prefer. Harlem loves this Spider-Man, which includes Haley. Even as Spider-Man, Miles can't hide his crush for her. My guy learnt sign language just to talk to this girl. Dedication. The Prowler, aka Uncle Aaron, gets back in touch with Spider-Man, aka Miles, and continues manipulating him to uncover information about the Tinkerer, aka Finn. There's a lot going on here. Yet, there is a definite real bond between the two, sharing memories about Jeff and growing up together.
Work-life balance, kid. Most important thing.
Miles eventually meets back up with Finn to talk things through, and a solution looks imminent. Then Roxxon crash the party with a new and improved Rhino heading the team. Unprepared and outnumbered, Roxxon take both of the friends down.
Oh yeah,
Duo wake
he
up
had
and are
that
interrogated by Simon
devenomized
Krieger.
armor.
He wants that last canister of new form back, and as a threat, he hints at using Miles as a lab rat to understand his bioelectrical powers. Miles is then beaten to a pulp by Roxxon soldiers, so much so that another power is unearthed, the Mega Venom Blast. Spider-Man and the Tinkerer put aside their differences and find an escape route. During their journey, a conversation is overheard.
You agreed to leave the kid alone.
Uncle Aaron?
The Prowler, Miles' own uncle, set him up in order to capture the Tinkerer, but Krieger went back on his word to keep Miles safe. And if Aaron went to the cops about it, he'd be arrested too. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Miles and Finn make it to the exit and have an almighty face-off with the new and improved Rhino, using his own size and weight against him to become victorious. But their truce is about to end, as Finn attempts to unalive Rhino. Miles is not about that kind of life and stops her. And now Finn isn't happy again.
Huh. Just like that.
Come near me.
She barely thought about anything, bro. She was just going out there doing stuff.
Miles is so beaten and bruised he can barely walk, and is dragged home by Genki, and in walks Mum.
¿Pero qué pasó?
I have to tell you something.
We've made it to the end of this tale. Miles must stop his best friend Finn from accidentally blowing up half the city, and oh no, there's one more thing.
Oh, he got him with that, bro. I remember doing this. I was like,
The
what's
Prowler
going
attempts to
on?
imprison Spider-Man, not out
That
of
man got
spite or
you.
revenge, but to simply keep his nephew safe. Of course, Miles' morals won't allow that, so they beat the crap out of each
Did
other
he
for a
just
while.
punch through a force field?
I know I messed up. Doesn't have to be like this.
I can't turn my back when people need me.
Okay, this time it really is the end. Miles joins forces with his uncle and fights through waves of Roxxon and underground soldiers to set up the final face-off at Roxxon Plaza. But alas, it's
Finn
already
versus
too late.
Miles.
The last canister is
I just used that
installed. This
Venom
can no
Blast
longer
like
be
3
stopped.
times, and then
entire
the
battle
match was
between
over.
best friends
I
is
did that in the
futile. The pair will be
the new game
vaporized
plus.
in a matter of minutes.
Look at all them just going in. Saber! Come on! Don't be like Andrew.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There is one
He
final
actually
chance.
caught her.
If Miles can make it to the reactor,
There's only
maybe
one
he
Spider-Man
can
that can
absorb
catch.
the energy.
The girl. This thing was pretty cool, man.
I can't hold this in much longer.
All she had to do was run away. And say, just let it go. Or she could have just took him to the top of it and left him there. But she sacrificed herself.
I can't.
It's okay. I can't. Just let go. Let go.
I think when this happened, I shed a tear. I didn't think she was gonna go like that. I be hoping that she returns in like a future game or something. She's like, Miles, I'm still okay. I faked my death or something.
Oh, God. Say something.
Is everyone okay?
We're safe. All of us.
It's over. Harlem is saved, but Finn is lost forever. In a touching moment, the community see who their Spider-Man savior is and unite to protect his identity.
You did good, Spider-Man.
Thanks.
We jump forward 4 weeks, and things are looking better. The Prowler turned himself in and took down Simon Krieger and the Roxxon Corporation in the process. Miles
It was
is
a
totally
deep
fine
fake.
with his uncle being in prison, and he's actually becoming quite a confident young man who dances like nobody is watching. And look who's back.
That's
it's
right.
Peter Parker. He's returned from Symkaria. To show how much Miles has improved over the last month, it's now him drinking a hot beverage upside down, just like his mentor Peter, signaling that Miles is no longer a trainee, he's the real deal. I'm Adam, you're awesome, it's been a pleasure, I'll see you next time.
Hey, you ready?
Reese's and
Venom.
Hershey's plant-based, made with oats and
We are Venom.
ingredients. That's
Thank y'all for watching. I'll see